Hey there, welcome to the 30-Day Year podcast. I'm Jacqueline Conway. I'm here with my husband, Dave, and we are talking about how to transform your annual income into your monthly income. And we like to explore different ideas, topics, things that are on our minds that are going to help you pursue that goal. If you're new to the show, welcome. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Also, I also recommend to people to download our 30-Day Year goal setting guide because it helps you work through what your goal would look like, what kind of multiplication goal you might want to go after, get a bit more clarity on that. And then the content of the show is going to become so much more relatable, so much more powerful for you. So I highly recommend it. I also wanted to mention that our most popular download is our visualization checklist. We talk about visualization a lot on the show. If that's a practice you're working toward or working on or utilizing in your day-to-day life, I highly recommend that too. So check those two things out. They're in the show notes and they are available for you to download anytime. So today we're talking about discipline. And I think that this focus around discipline is going to be huge for us. I don't think we can have enough discipline, but have it in the right way, if that makes sense. So we're going to talk about what it is. We're going to talk about follow through, maybe why we don't follow through, and maybe what could change in order to start following through. And then just some practical things that you could implement in your life to start building discipline from both of our perspectives. So I always like to just start with like an opening question, just your thoughts on discipline to get us going.
Well, discipline is a really miseducated word.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think the discipline around, the education around what discipline is and how to acquire more of it, I think is really poorly educated. Most of us, I know for myself, been trained that discipline is like forcing yourself, you know?
Yeah.
I used to have a high school teacher who used to say, force yourself to do what you know is right. He used to say that all the time.
Interesting.
And like 100 times, like force yourself to do what you know is right.
So when I hear that, I immediately think, what is he forcing him? Like, why is it so forceful? What would he actually like to do instead? That's like where my mind goes.
Yeah, it was all just a lot of just rigidity.
Yes.
And force is the word. And like there's a force.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you watch Star Wars. Oh, the Force. It's like, ooh, it's curiosity. That's cool. But then there's force.
Right.
And I think a lot of us have been programmed to force things together. And it's rigidity.
Yeah, it is rigidity. And, you know, it's interesting about a lot of the things we talk about on this show they're principles, but we don't necessarily talk about them like day to day. Like even at school or in life and when you grow up, like I don't remember talking to my family about decision making, or I don't remember talking to my family about what discipline is. Like really, I think it was more so just communicated to us through actions and through all the different people and like mentors or like people that influenced us from a young age to growing up. It was all communicated through actions. And so I like this idea or like what we're doing here to like strip it away and actually talk about it, because I think that's the whole premise of mindset. It's like, well, what is the mindset of discipline? Like what's a healthy mindset around discipline that doesn't feel rigid? That's not force yourself to do what's right.
What you know is right.
What you know is right.
What if I don't know what's right, man? Like when I was doing that, when I was doing that little scam there, that was kind of cool. I thought that was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, for sure, right? So it's a bit confusing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, okay, so discipline. Tell me, I know you like to talk about etymology, so the root words of things. So why don't you break down discipline for us? Because I think it's super helpful.
Yeah, so my definition of discipline is the ability to maintain or grow a desire. So when the desire is there, the discipline will be there. So if you look back at your life, it's you start out great guns on something because that desire is strong.
Yeah.
Right? You have an idea, there's some freedom in that idea. Could be money, could be a physique, could be a relationship. It's like, ooh, like that feels freer to me.
For sure. Can I jump in for 1 sec?
Yeah.
I just feel like I've had big insights about what desire feels like. When I really want something, I'm like, oof. Like it changes
Focused.
I just feel like it's actually very easy to do the thing.
Bingo.
When I feel like the desire is really strong and I'm trying, and there's a few things that I've done recently that have helped me tap into that. And so I'm trying to just like really become familiar with the sensation of it. and like look back when I made the decision to do something. Because you talk about decision, desire, and discipline as like kind of like a
desire,
combo.
decision, discipline.
They are really like a sexy combo, if you will.
Yeah, the Three Musketeers.
You throw that in a drink, like you could do anything.
Yeah, triple D. It's better than double D.
I guess. So weird.
Total Recall.
Okay, a little off track.
Make sure that you download our free goal setting guide. It walks you through the exact steps I take to set big 30-day year goals. Click the link below, sign up now, and get started.
I'm trying to like go back to the feeling when I felt like I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. And then I did it.
Yeah.
And then how can I just capture that? Or like what
Desire.
the desire part. Because I found like when the desire was there, the discipline just came. It was so natural. It wasn't like, oh no, and like whining and moaning and making excuses. Like I felt like I just made it work as opposed to trying to fit it in and then looking for an out, I guess you could say. So yeah, I've become really, really aware of that. And I'd say to people also to look in your own life when it's like, when did you really commit to something? And like look at that time in your life. And look at when you made the decision to do something, whether you committed to a fitness challenge or you committed to, I don't know, a business goal and you did it. And maybe it was like, for example, we just ran a 21-day money momentum challenge for people. So people had to work with us or, work through some of the stuff we teach all the time and to work toward a money goal. We've seen some incredible wins come in from people that have been actively engaged in that challenge. So those people, when I look at them and I see them posting, it's like they must have been in a really strong state of desire when they committed to that 21-day challenge because they've been following through. They've been posting every day.
Yeah,
they're getting results. They're manifesting. They're getting results. It's like they must have been in that state when they decided to do it.
And what's the numbers? So how many people registered for that?
We had 218 start.
Yeah, and how many people so it's 218 started. How many started? How many made it through?
I believe it was 40.
3 days.
40 officially started the posting and
okay. So
doing
218 said yes.
Yep.
Only 40 of those that said yes even started for more than 2 days, and we're on day 21 today, I think.
Yep, it is.
Right.
Day 20, yeah, and I think was it 10, Sam? It was 10.
10 finished.
Yeah, 10 finished. So that's interesting too, because those 10 were kind of like the front runners for the last few days.
If you look at that, that's the same as society.
Yes, the percentages
for financial, socioeconomic systems.
Yeah. So if I think of those 10 people, right, it's like they must have been in such a strong state of desire to maintain the discipline for the 21 days.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So my definition is the ability to maintain at conception. So once that idea turns you on, right? It's like, once that idea was conceived,
yeah,
the ability to maintain or grow that desire bigger.
Yeah.
And you don't have a discipline problem. What you have is a desire problem. Because if you look too,
yeah, totally.
whenever somebody gets in the way of your desires, you can get crusty.
100%. If someone's like, I'm locked on to that mint chip, let's say, that mint chip ice cream, and you can't get it. Oh,
you get mad.
Drives you nuts, man.
What about when you're doing your fitness regime or something, and then someone pulls you off and you got to go do something else? Brutal.
It sucks. It
sucks, right?
It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. We have no issue in being disciplined around when the desire is strong. So what happens to people is they start.
Yeah.
And they're into it. They entered into the spirit of the idea, and then it's just slowly through life and loss and just life getting in and pulling you off and getting your focus away. We permit that to happen, and then we drift off.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what separates everybody from winning and losing is discipline.
From winning and losing is discipline. So just the stick-to-itness, just that skill of just being able to continue to persist and persevere. Yeah.
I've got a coffee mug and says, be like a postage stamp, stick to it.
Yeah, totally. So I've heard you talk about the knowing doing gap before, because I think some people I think lots will relate to this, where it's like, okay, I know I should, well, would you like me to use a fitness example or a business example? Business. Let's use a business example. Okay. It's like, I know I should be doing X number of reach outs to prospects. I know I should be, let's say, posting content. I think that can be, something that's on lots of entrepreneurs' minds. I need to be doing that, marketing myself. I need to be just getting out there and building momentum, but I don't. Or I did for a while and I stopped. And it's like this, I know I should be doing it. I'm educated. I know that like content is huge. Like you need to be producing it. You need to be posting it, right? Like we all kind of know that. We know that in order to make, let's say, sales in an organization, you need to be talking to prospects. So we know it, but then we don't do it. And so that's the big conundrum. So there's this knowing doing gap.
We know better, but we don't do better.
Exactly. Can you go into that?
That's habit.
Oh, just to know but not do anything about it?
Yeah, it's habit. It's your habit nature that's taken over.
Yeah.
So every person in the world has a paradigm. Mm-hmm. And a paradigm is subconscious programming that's built right into your subconscious mind. So your conscious mind does not control the body. The subconscious mind does. So thought passes through the conscious mind, then it moves in from the conscious mind into the subconscious mind, and then the body moves. Mm-hmm. So when you think a thought, your body, you arrive first. So for example, let's say you're like, well, I want to go meet a friend for coffee. Mm-hmm. Your mind will be in that coffee shop before your body ever arrives there.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same as like, have you ever thought a thought and then you go and you find yourself in a different room in your house and you're like, what the hell am I doing here?
Oh, I know, it happens.
And you forget, you're like, what the hell did I come in here for?
Yeah.
And you're like, you know that you thought something. Mm-hmm. So that thought went into the sub and then you just went right on autopilot and you went into the room and you forgot even what the hell.
Yeah, you went on a thought trip and it's
went on a thought trip.
Yeah.
So that's the knowing doing gap. So the knowing doing gap is when you know better, but you don't do better. But the danger in it, like, so I would say if someone wanted to really find a gentler form of discipline, but also productive. So it's this a fine line, this discipline talk. You have to engage in forgiveness.
Oh, okay.
You have to forgive yourself because you're not perfect. So the idea that you're pursuing is perfection.
Yeah.
Right? When you observe someone else a certain way, or they have a physique, and you deem that perfection, that is freedom for you. Mm-hmm. So you have perfection with that, but you yourself are programmed differently. So what the trick of the paradigm is that when you think a thought and then you fail or you don't do it, so the knowing doing gap, then you feel bad, and then you beat yourself up. So there's a Mr. Olympia who won, I think it was 6-time Mr. Olympia, Chris Bumstead. Mm-hmm. He said that when he was competing, the guys that like called themselves like fat bastards, or he used an F word, but called themselves fat bastards or pieces of shit or whatever. He says they never won because they were programming the subconscious mind with that thought.
Right.
So they weren't programming the thought.
That's
right. They weren't programming the subconscious mind that they were world champion. They were programming the subconscious mind that they had to work harder, that they had to be, and they were never there. So regardless of what you put in, if you don't put in the right thoughts, the subconscious mind cannot respond to it. You're in possession of the most powerful force in the universe, a human imagination. Learn how to harness this superpower and grow your business with peace of mind. Visualization isn't just for artists or professional athletes. Great fortunes can be built with it too. Download my free visualization checklist and get started today. So when you get involved in discipline, it's really important that forgiveness is a part of discipline. Mm-hmm. Because when you know better, but you don't do better, and you know that, you feel bad, right?
For sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're not perfect, are you?
No,
you don't use all your time perfectly, do you?
No, I wish.
That's right. You don't think perfect thoughts all the time, do you? You don't feel perfect all the time, do you?
No.
That's right. So every time we don't feel that perfection, which is in there, every time we don't achieve it or we don't do it, we beat ourselves up.
Yeah.
So we go in this loop. So we're constantly blending thought with emotion. And any thought that's blended with emotion goes right into the subconscious mind.
Right. Yeah.
This is the cause of the knowing doing gap. And this is the cause why some people, and myself included, you can be struggling with something for 20 years.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Like fighting a daily battle for 20 years of the same thing. Why can't you just get over that damn thing?
Right.
I'll tell you why. It's in your subconscious mind. So if you really want discipline, desire is the key. You have to feed positive desires into your life, into yourself.
Yeah. You know, I'm so fascinated by this desire piece because, I mean, I know I've heard you say this, that you can like build it. You can, you know, even build it through auto-suggestion.
You have to build it.
Yeah, you have to build it. But sometimes it just hits. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's like you're in a state. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a certain...
But you have to keep that state. So
yes,
what is discipline?
I know.
You have to go back to the moment of conception.
Yes.
When that hit and you're like, hells yeah.
Yeah.
That needs to be a daily,
but it's
hour
this
by
mixture.
hour.
It's like a cocktail. It's like
gotta love it.
It's like desire, but it's also like being like the belief is there. Like the confidence is there. Like I can do this. And you kind of like, you just like lock onto it. You're like, yes, I know I can do this. There's like this combination of desire and confidence.
Most people reject desires like fast because they have disbelief.
Yes, which I don't think is actually desire. I think to have a true desire, I think you need to have the confidence.
Willingness is the key. You have to be willing. You may not have all the confidence, but you have to be willing. Willingness has humility in it. So it's like, I want this. I want to trade up. I want to trade up. So even if you're a person with money, let's say you have millions of dollars in your bank, you're successful financially, but there's other areas of your life that aren't where you want them to be, you're going to have to trade up. You're going to have to level up. So that's where discipline comes in. But it's not this rigidity discipline. Can you force things into position? It's like this. I'm going to hold this cup, right? Mm-hmm. So over time, I will fatigue. So there will come a point where this cup will get so heavy, I will actually not be able to lift it. Mm-hmm. That is the discipline that we've been taught.
Yes. Yeah. Feel it, like fight through the pain kind of
stuff.
Yes.
And eventually you fail because your conscious mind needs rest, your conscious mind fatigues, and your body fatigues. But the subconscious mind doesn't fatigue. So it has to be emotional. Mm-hmm. Discipline has to become emotional.
Yes.
But it doesn't need to be that rigid force. It can be a love. It can be a falling in love with. It can be the enjoyment of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think when it comes to the desire, like we need to build the desire in order to like just let the discipline flow. I think that the desire, like I think you can form like little micro habits to build up your own belief in yourself, and that will strengthen the desire piece. Like daily things you could do, like whatever it is, like even if it's just like making your bed every day. Like I'm reliable, I make my bed every day. Like just like small micro habits, as they start to build up, you start to trust yourself. So that when I know I'm going to take something bigger, like a 30-day year, then it feels I can trust myself.
Yeah, unless you, it depends on what your goals are too, because discipline on the other side too can become where, you do these little things, right? You finish things. That's what discipline is. You finish things, right?
Yeah.
But the next thing you know, you can just be a person that's just becomes a martyr and they're just always finishing things, but they're not really going anywhere. So
that's why you need a goal.
I think you have to have inspiration mixed in with discipline, or else it just turns into satisfaction.
Well, yes, but the key is that like
I see people's faces; they're tight.
Yeah, but if it's gonna be like if you're gonna do something big, like this whole like a 30-day year thing, then you're gonna have to form discipline. But how are you going to get the discipline? You need the desire. But if the desire is not strong yet, I've talked to lots of people that have been like not
that's
super sure about the multiplication. It's
then
like
you can't make a decision.
Right. But it's like, but they like the idea of it, but there's like all these things holding them back. And it's like, if the desire is what you think is holding you back from it, I think that there needs to be just some work done to form the composite inside that you can trust yourself.
And you need to understand that desire comes and goes. So you might have that desire where you're very disciplined for a day, a week, a month, but the desire will dissipate. That's where you need to reactivate. And that's what I mean. Discipline is the ability to maintain, from conception, maintain or grow a desire. Mm-hmm. And more than likely needs to grow.
Or is it to completion, or is it until that thing is a habit?
Well, the way that you approach things will become habitual in time. The way you live, like your attitude is habitual.
Mm-hmm. No, but like when it comes to just discipline, period, I'm just meaning, like, are you meaning that discipline is only to complete something, or is it to complete something to form the habit?
Say that one more time.
Well, like if somebody's in a money momentum challenge, they want to make 10,000 a month or 10,000 a day or whatever goal it is that they want to achieve. So in order to build up that muscle so that it's just automatic, it's going to require discipline in the beginning until that thing, whatever it is that they want to achieve, becomes automatic. But if the desire is there,
they'll do it.
Yes, but like the point of the discipline, like the focused effort for a longer period of time, is to form whatever it is that you want into a habit.
Yeah.
That is the point of it.
Yeah, that's right.
So then you don't need discipline if it's a habit.
No, persistence is a habit.
Yes, but like if it's about something you want, that's what I mean. Like if it's health goals or money goals or something like that.
Yeah, once it's a habit, it's automatic.
Exactly. So I think that's the point of discipline, really.
Yeah.
So that it becomes...
Persistence is a habit.
Yeah. Okay, so what have you done in your own life to build discipline? Just some real world stuff.
Oh, two things. Mm-hmm. And they're kind of the same thing, but two things. Because I'm not intelligent enough to go into like real hardcore details of things in the sense of like my day to day. So the first thing I started to do was I time block things. That's what I do. So I do this between these hours and this hour, and I don't deviate from that. And then I do this from 6 to 9 a.m. I do this from 9 to 12. I do this from 12 to 1. I do this from 1 to 5. So, and I always know what I'm meant to be doing. So if I'm not doing it, then I'm like, then I forgive myself. And I say, no, you got to do that. And it's usually a lack of clarity. It's like, what's that old saying? Like, failing to plan is planning to fail. And the second thing that has moved the needle on goal achieving activities, because when I think discipline, I think goal achieving activities. I'm not just into discipline for the sake of discipline or getting into discipline just to do like live a like a mediocre life. I want discipline to produce great things and move myself through this life the way I would like to move, the way that I'd like to live. So scheduling things has been massive. It's huge to discipline. It's that one I forget his name, that one author that said you will rise or fail to your systems.
Yeah, Cleary, I think, James Cleary.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So is that what he said?
Atomic Habits, something like that.
Yeah. Something like that, right? Yeah. Like, and it's true. Right. If you're kicking butt on your diet because your environment is facilitating that, and then you go out of the environment and you go on a trip, it's like, boom, it's all goes to shambles. Like you have to keep those systems in. And the way you use your time in the day is without question. Like, I think that's the biggest thing we can start to discipline ourselves for. And how you use your time is how you use your mind. So that's what I like to do. So I try and get everything really simple. I try and live one day at a time. So I just live for today. I'll plan tomorrow, but I live for today. I don't have certain conversations at certain times in the day because people will try and get certain conversations going when it's time for bed or when it's time to get up or it's time to do this or it's time to do that. People will try to cut in and get you to do other things. Can't do that. Because discipline at the root of it is to follow. So discipline, the root of it is disciples. You have to follow it. So scheduling is huge. And sticking to it.
Yeah.
Mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, for me, I have integrated meetings into my life strategically to build discipline into different areas that need to be grown or changed or whatever. So what comes along with that then is the accountability. So if there's others that are relying on something or we need to move on something together, then that sort of like cohesion really helps to move that project forward or that idea forward. So for us, we have a team. For others that may not have a team, then it would be like mastermind groups or like forming accountability partnerships that focus on a specific thing that you really want to work on or that you know needs attention that maybe you've been neglecting. I agree with you about the clarity piece, because sometimes you don't know you need to figure this out. It just hasn't become obvious yet. So like you say, forgive yourself if you haven't figured out a certain aspect yet. Just
I think that's
a
why
meeting can really help.
I think that's why a lot of people, when they start engaging in discipline, for most of us, we go to fitness. Because most of us don't really have a big goal or a big financial goal or third, so we can gravitate to fitness. And I think that's why you see the fitness world as such a huge example of discipline and integrating discipline into our life, because we can see it and we know it. So I think that's why a lot of people gravitate towards that as the entry point into discipline.
Yeah, for sure. I think just back to the meetings piece though, like it's not just about filling your schedule though. I think it's got to be aligned to your priorities. So I keep my priorities pretty tight. So if there's like 2 to 3 big things that I'm working on at a time.
Like goal achieving, right?
Yeah, goal achieving things, or things that are aligning to where we're trying to get, where we're moving. So then when we need to be talking about those things. So whether that's content, whether it's AI.
What moves the needle, right? Like what moves the needle? That's what's important. So what's your goal? What are 3 things that will make, or 1 to 3, max 3,
yeah,
1
I
to
said
3.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
If I only have one project, I get bored. And then sometimes I can really go to town on 3, but it's 2 to 3 for the average time. That's like that I'm actively working on.
Yeah.
And then sometimes those meetings die off too, right? Like the accountability partnerships die off. Like if those things don't last, they aren't always meant to last forever.
That's right. If you achieve it or the goal's achieved, like it's achieved, like then it goes, right? But discipline it's huge factor in goal achievement.
Yeah.
Like you will never have a 30-day year without discipline. So I've seen not in the dozens, in the thousands of people that have gotten into personal development, that have even signed up to do the work that we are doing today, that I am doing today. And where are they now? Now they just got hot on an idea for a second and they never disciplined themselves.
Yeah.
And it's what separates everybody.
And if you want to really get yourself into action on something, then definitely schedule it. So if you're like, that's been a key for us, I know that. If it's like an event that we want to do, we just schedule it and then we kind of work backwards from that. Or if we want to, even when we launched our podcast, we scheduled in to record it and then we had to make sure we were ready. And so it's always come down to like a bit of that pressure, like the pressure.
Put some money on the line.
Put some money on the line.
Get response to other people. Book them in.
Put a little bit of pressure on yourself. Yeah. Like I know we want it to be not rigid. I know we don't want it to be rigid and forceful, but a little bit of pressure to just get you mobilized, to get you over that knowing doing gap. Because if someone's relying on you, this is me at least, if someone's relying on me or there's others that need me to be somewhere or I've promised that I'm going to do this thing, as soon as I have that like that third party that's out there, like I'm relying on you now, I have to do it.
Accountability.
Yeah. So that closes the knowing doing gap for me.
Huge.
Yeah. Just scheduling it.
Yeah. And I'll finish with this. For me personally, I'm not really into discipline for discipline's sake. I like discipline for inspiration. So if I'm inspired about life and I'm inspired about something, and I'm falling in love with that idea, I like to use discipline for that.
Yeah. Love
Because
it.
you can fall into a trap of using your time to do all kinds of things that you actually don't have to do.
If this podcast is opening your eyes to powerful new ideas, helping you think bigger, and opening your level of awareness, be sure to hit subscribe right now and leave us a 5-star review. That will help us reach more ambitious people just like you ready to grow.